All right, welcome back to 12th Warrior Championship weekend. The Biddy Bowl 1 has begun. Tonight you had Florida State taking on Michigan in the Orange Bowl, part of the New Year's Six bowl games, right here on the eve of the college football playoff. Tomorrow morning you're going to have the Washington Huskies playing Alabama Crimson Tide at noon Pacific. And then I believe 4 Pacific is the Clemson Tigers taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. So the winner of those two games in real life, the winners of those two games are going to be playing in the actual national championship game. Hey, what's up, Happy? Uh, in several days, but I'll tell you when that date is so you can watch that. But in the meanwhile, we got the Biddy Bowl going on. So Florida State, which I'm obviously decked out in their apparel, they handled business tonight against the Wolverines, and they were the 11th ranked team in the nation. Michigan came in at number 6, just missing the actual college playoff. So it was funny. Since I like both teams, I actually left the house wearing Michigan Wolverines gear to to run some errands, and then I was going to be rooting for the Wolverines the first half, and then Florida State the second half. Well, as it turns out, Florida State is kicking butt the first half, and I'm like bummed out, and then Michigan's kicking butt the second half, and I'm bummed out because I'm rooting for these teams during the halves that they did poorly in. So, but it turned out that Florida State won, and they beat the Michigan Wolverines 33-32. So, what that means for the Biddy Bowl, you have the Florida State Seminoles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Florida State won their game, so advantage Florida State. The Kansas City Chiefs play the Chargers on Sunday. Now, the only problem with that Florida State has in their hopes for Biddy Bowl championship, the 12th Warrior Championship, is they allowed 32 points to Michigan. With the defense that the Chiefs have, first of all, they have to win, but then the tiebreaker goes to which team allowed the least amount of points. And in this scenario, I think as long as the Chiefs win, I think they've won the first ever Biddy Bowl and 12th Warrior Championship. So those of you who have been riding with the Chiefs all year, you're looking pretty good right now. I don't think, although Phillip Rivers and the Chargers, you never know, they do score a lot. Justin Houston's out. Spencer Ware, he's got bruised ribs. I don't know if he's going to be playing. But the Chiefs do need this game, so it's not a meaningless game for the Chiefs. That was one of the things I was worried about going into this weekend. But if they win and the Denver Broncos can knock off the Raiders, the Chiefs are going to have a first round bye in the playoffs. They'll get a home game. So this game is very important for the Chiefs and in real life, and then that works out good in my fantasy league as well. So that game's on Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific. In the meantime, I'm going to come on again tomorrow night and reveal the champion of the consolation game. In the 12th Warrior Championship, you have Florida State taking on the Chiefs. And in the consolation game, you have Michigan taking on the Washington Huskies. Now, for you Michigan fans that are kind of bummed out tonight, including myself, I was a little bummed, but I was happy for Florida State, obviously. Watched them all season long on Showtime, a season with Florida State football. That was a really good documentary series. I'm hoping they put that on Blu-ray or DVD or something. I haven't been to Best Buy in a while, but if they do, if you chose Florida State, you might end up getting, I know maybe one person that picked Florida State, another person that picked the Chiefs. So I'm not going to put that out there for the entire YouTube universe. The winner that I know that chose Florida State is going to be getting a gift, or the winner of the Chiefs If they picked, since they picked the Chiefs, they'll be getting a gift, whoever the actual champion becomes. I ended up picking the Huskies, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm hoping they actually can knock off Alabama and thereby win the consolation game versus Michigan. However, it's not looking good. As a Husky fan, I'm happy that the Washington Huskies are in the Peach Bowl, but they are playing Alabama, who's going for another national championship in like how many years? You know, they're such a juggernaut, a powerhouse. So I'm gonna ride with my Huskies and hope they pull out an upset. But for them to win the consolation game and take third place in my league, they're gonna have to beat Alabama, or they're gonna have to tie Alabama. If they lose to Alabama by a point, then they tie Michigan for third place. Michigan lost to Florida State by 1 point. So the way it works is if two teams lose and the tiebreaker goes to the team that had the closest margin of loss margin. So they lost by a point. There's really not much room for the Huskies to make up in that respect. They got to hope for a win or a tie. Otherwise, a win or a tie against Alabama, so that they can have a shot at beating Michigan. So as convoluted as all that sounds, with all these teams that I'm rooting for this weekend, and two of these games being decided on the outcome of tonight's game, it's kind of hard to keep everything square. But hey, it's almost like trying to decide what's better, Gentleman Jack or Jack Select Single Barrel. So, hey, let's check it out. Single barrel. Not bad. First time I'm having that. And actually the first time I'm having Gentleman Jack too. Wow, that's strong. Man, it sneaks up on you. All right, Gentleman Jack. Okay, that's pretty smooth. Yeah, I'm digging that. All right. So the sponsor of the consolation game is actually Canada Dry. So in honor of the consolation game, I'm going to have myself a Jack and Ginger and let you guys turn in for the night. I'll do the same. I got that bowl game coming up early in the morning. Well, not too early. Actually, I'm going to get up for the LSU game against Louisville. And if it wasn't for Louisville early in the season, man, Florida State might have actually won the national championship like Jameis Winston did back in their 2013 season, winning in 2014. All right, you guys, have a great night, and I'll get back on here tomorrow and let you know the winner of the consolation game.